is of track wanderers, and we continue our tracks. And this is track number 9, which starts here at the market of Vilnius, called Gariūnai. Gariūnai is the market of the markets in Lithuania, the biggest and probably one of the most important places to get your goods if you want to get them from the market. It was founded in 1989 and it's still functioning. So we will go along it and then we continue through some woods, I guess, and we will check out the neighborhood called Vilkpėdė. So wish us luck and we'll see what's ahead of us.
So we're actually in the market right now, checking this place out. Now this is quite a new market. This has been only open for a few years now. But actually inside there's like lots of like little like markets actually inside, and it's quite interesting because it looks like a big mall. But when you look around, it's just you just see all these small like little shops next to it. So it's very interesting, and actually I think it's like 3 floors. They've got like a cafe upstairs as well, where you can eat some food. So this is a really good place to check out, so you have to come here.
We were just passing by the market and we saw these wooden sculptures which look like old Lithuanian sculptures of mythical creatures. I couldn't Google anything about the author or the reason why they're here. I guess to make the place cozier, more beautiful. But the important thing is that Gariūnai now is the name of the market, but a few kilometers from here there's a village called Gariūnai, and in 2014 there were big excavations, and what they found there is that there used to be a mount, so probably with some castle or fort there.
So we've just passed the market now and we're on track 9. So how it is that just on the left past the sculptures you just keep walking straight down, and looks like we're going to be heading straight down this way. So we're going to see what lays ahead of us. I think it's just a long track, I think. Or how does it sound on the map? Or next?
We should go across some woods. So I'm trying to figure out if we're on the right direction.
Yeah, so yeah, we're just going to be passing some woods. So stay tuned to see what's ahead of us. Alright, so this is where we are. This is where the track would start. It starts just behind us. You would have to cross over the road, and yeah, and we're to now.
And we go ahead, we go a bit along the road, and then we turn right. Make sure not to go on the bike lane, so you go a bit higher on a big hill or mount, and we'll see. I see some woods in front of us. It should be interesting.
Yeah, let's go.
The problem is, well, of course, one of the problems, the obvious one, is that there's no signs here again. But when I look at the map and when I look at Google Maps, it seems that on Google Maps they show that there's roads, probably like this, but there's roads. But the map we are following suggests us to go just on a green green space where there's no roads, so it's an off-road track. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do this best, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to go just on grass with no roads.
This is what I expect Lithuania to look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my ideal of Lithuania, like wooden houses. Garages.
Oh, look, they're building something.
And newly built houses. So we almost got attacked by some dogs. They're only small dogs, but yeah, if you go on this track, yeah, be careful of some small dogs. They might come and attack you. But no, they're fine. So we're looks like we're heading the right way, I think. We're going up some sort of big mountain now. There's some really good views up here, so stay tuned to see some cool captures from up here. It's very nice.
Oh yeah, remember.
So what's the plan?
So basically what we need to do is to go straight there, which is down the hill. So obviously here is not the best place, but I saw there it's a bit less steep, so we should try and go there.
Straight down. Well, that looks very steep to me, Dana.
Yeah, well that other place is a bit better.
That's very steep. So we've got the dogs attacking us, or we've got steep hills.
What a hard choice, huh?
Yeah, well, let's go and see what happens. So which way? We have to go this way.
Yeah, I have to go straight, but follow me, I saw it better.
Okay.
So we just came down from a very high slope, and right before going downhill, we saw a man, a local old man, saying that we shouldn't, that if we want to go to the village, we should go back there, and that down here is just woods, and we had to tell him that that's what we need. So basically we're in the middle of the woods, and we have to continue. That's a big lower place here, and I guess we have to go back up. You really need some hiking equipment for this one.
This is the biggest hill I've ever climbed in my life. So steep, it's very, very steep. You might not see how it looks like on camera, but it's very, very steep. How far? Halfway?
No, 1/3. There's still 2/3 to go, and it gets even steeper.
And there's no one around, but there's good. There's footprints, so not bare prints, but footprints, so it's fine. But I really think that we're going to get a good view up there. Oh, I hear people too. Oh, and people are actually coming. People are running. Run! People are coming for us.
Oh, there's another drop that we need to do. Birds are singing, but we are scared of this. It seems that you really have to be very strong and fit. We saw two guys running what we are climbing and getting out of breath, so yeah.
And that's a big job. First we have to decide to get down here. Let's go. So we managed to get to a road. We don't know where we're headed in the right direction.
Yes, because the track goes in the woods along the road. So there's an alternative, I guess, to go the same direction but on the road, because as you saw, the slopes are crazy, and I personally am fearing for my life.
It's mountains. It is Turkey Mountain. So yeah, I think if you do this track, just carefully look where you're going on that track, maybe try to find some easier shortcuts, but I mean, from our experience, that's impossible to walk.
This is a big adventure. If you manage to go all the track how it's supposed to be in the woods, let us know in the comments. We would be very interested to see that.
But where are we headed now?
We're heading now along the river towards Savanorių Street, Prospektas, and we will pass the part of Vilnius called Vilkpėdė, so soon you will have a glimpse of it too.
Okay, let's go.
So this chapel of Jesus Christ was built in the 17th century, so it is Baroque, and there has to be somewhere cemetery here, and I saw that they say that there used to be some kind of like a tavern, like a pub with a guest house back in the day, like very back in the day. So yeah, this was always a place where people would go from Vilnius to, for instance, like other cities. So yeah, let's check it out better.
Oh, these are some old steps. Oh, this looks very old chapel. This is a very old chapel. I thought it'd be much bigger than what I thought, but we'll check it out. Do you think it's open? So we check the door first. It's a padlock. Which way?
There is just a cemetery.
It's a big cemetery. Is it also recent? All sorts of ages, I think.
The graves?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
Looks very nice.
Another thing why this place is important historically is that in 1831 there was a big revolt of Lithuanians against Russian Empire, which at that time has taken over the country, and there was a very big and final battle of the revolt. Around 1,000 people died. And there should be a memorial somewhere around here, but we haven't seen it yet, so we will look around. Maybe there's something here, but the battle was very important and it ended the battle was very important and it ended the revolt, but unfortunately it ended.
Here we see the war memorial of the battle.
It says that 600 people died here.
600?
Yes.
just on our track. So here we have the Vilnius and Kaunas road. It looks like it starts here actually on our track. So here it is, there's a signboard here. So we're going to go straight down the road. And we're going to see what we see down here. And yeah, we just checked out the chapel. That was also interesting. So let's go.
So track 9 is almost finished, and this is the last good and interesting bit here. This is a very old brick road, and now it's a national valuable thing. But this road used to connect Vilnius with Kaunas, and as you can see, it looks pretty impressive and pretty ancient. So let's check it out.
That was crazy. Like, actually, this used to be the Vilnius and Kaunas road. And yeah, you're right, the birds are actually right here from today, which is really cool. And I like the trees, the trees on the left and right. They look very old trees as well. I can imagine what this used to look like actually. I wonder how far it goes up as well. Or like, where it needed to. But yeah, very long track. So yeah, if you come here, this is a place to have to check out actually. It's really, really cool. Let's go. So yeah, that's it for track now, track 9. So yeah, we've just thought we'll finish it by where the road is. But yeah, this is a very difficult track. I'm not really a fan of this one. How do you think about this track? How do you rate this one?
Well, that's definitely not my favorite one. I would rate it a 4 maybe.
A 4?
Yeah, because well, it is interesting. I like the road, the church was interesting, but I don't know, those hills,
yeah,
it's too much.
Yeah, and again, there's no signs here, so if you're looking for a track where there's going to be signs showing you where to go, you have no chance. And especially the feet, my feet, those hills are crazy, using them in the video. So yeah, I'd probably give it like 3.5. One of the worst tracks not to go, but some impressive places to go. Like I said, the church. The Kaunas to Vilnius road behind us is quite interesting.
Maybe you can just pick out what's interesting for you and not go the whole thing.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Unless you want to run or do some hiking, what we saw earlier.
True.
So yeah, okay. Stay tuned for track 10, and yeah, and all the information about our tracks is all in the description. And if you want to come onto our tracks, check the website below, and it shows you about all tracks. There's 24 tracks in total. So you could pick what tracks you want to do. All right.